welcome to a new studio vlog. I have no idea what vlog this is, but it is a new one, and today is the 14th of February, happy Valentine's Day. Probably won't go up till April, knowing me, but today it's Monday, so I have to just get ready to take the Eden Project stuff tomorrow. So basically everything's packed, and I've just put myself these little reminders of what's in every single box so that I can do delivery notes, which I've never had to do before. So I'm going to do some delivery notes. I'm dropping it off myself, so I'm going to take you with me. It's not going to be very exciting, so I'm not going to get to see the actual Eden Project, so I'm going around the back into the delivery entrance, but still worth vlogging, I think. And the other thing I need to do today is pack some orders and finish some of the clay pieces. I worked quite hard on some clay pieces over the last couple of days. I've got some affirmation type trays launching, and also some little dishes, and I also did some like long skinnier dishes, which I thought would be really cool to have on your desk and just pop a couple of pens in or something. I've got quite a lot to do today, so let's crack on. I also want to go to Tesco's later and the gym, and I should be getting my H&M order today, which my mum gave me some birthday money, mum and dad gave me some birthday money, ordered quite a lot of stuff to try. Hopefully it'll arrive today. Let's go. You join me on the floor in my studio. My H&M parcel that I waffled on about a few minutes ago has just arrived. It always falls on days where I haven't done my hair or anything like that, but this is life. You follow me around with my vlogs in a normal life, and I'm sitting on the floor. There's literally no room in here right now. I've got so much going on. So yeah, there's nothing particularly special in this box. I just, you know, I thought I would do a haul mid-studio vlog. So basically in here there is, I wanted a pair of sort of slightly higher lace-up boots. I have no lace-up boots. I ordered some from Marks and Spencer's that they had 30% off, but they were giving me Cheryl Cole Fight for Your Love soldier vibes. Do you remember that video where she was dressed up as like in military stuff? They were really shiny and really chunky, which was fine, but they were a little bit too squared off at the toe and stuff. And I saw some on, and also they were a bit thick. I saw some on H&M that I liked, so they're in here. Don't know whether they're going to fit. Let's just get this lid off. Also ordered some stuff for training, some stuff just to try and see. I probably won't keep it all. Like I said earlier, this is from mum and dad giving me some birthday money. So let's get the noisy part out of the way. Gripping fashion content. These are just little kind of, it's like Doc Martens-esque style. I actually prefer these definitely to the Marks and Spencer's ones that I tried. They were great and they were definitely comfortable, and the bonus with those is they had a zip on the side as well, but these are definitely much more what I wanted, so I'm going to try those on. I'm definitely not going to try anything on this video. I'm not a fashion blogger, but I just thought I would show you what I got. So these look great. I'll try these on in a second. And then seeing as I'm wearing black, and all of that, the rest of it is very colourful, so I'll show you the black thing first. This is from their Conscious collection, and it's just a cardigan. I like to kind of do the front tuck thing, French tuck, whatever it's called, into jeans and whatnot. So I like very oversized stuff. I like longer stuff, but sometimes I like shorter stuff to tuck in at the front, and this should be cool. It's just like a basic black. Oh, the lighting is shocking because it's just been raining now the sun's come out. So it's really, really soft, just like a basic v-neck. I got it in a large. I'm basically a size 14, so for reference. But yeah, I have quite a lot of H&M's jumper. In fact, I think this is an H&M jumper, just from their Conscious range. So doing my bit with the budget I've got. A couple of bits for training. They had a members, on H&M they have like a members discount. On H&M they have a members discount. I've got a couple of bits for training. I really like wearing very oversized upper body stuff. The gym I training is really cold. If I train in the garage it's really cold. I like to be able to layer up. I like to be able to wear gym tights, leggings, and feel confident enough with my upper body. So I like to wear baggy stuff some days. I never wear tight stuff to the gym. I'm far too self-conscious. So anyway, this isn't a traditional, this is not like an active wear piece, this is just a t-shirt, but I got it in extra large. I normally get stuff in large. I got it in extra large because I wanted it super baggy. It might be too baggy. Anyway, it's just this grey one. It's got New York Jets on it. I don't really care what it says. It was super cheap. Cotton, but it's very wide. I was hoping it's going to be more long than wide. Maybe I should have got a large, but it doesn't look like it's too long. I'll try it and we'll see. I really like it. The quality is lovely. It's really thick for the price as well. Brilliant. Next up, I got a hoodie, which has something random written on the front of it, again, for training. Got this in a large. This was advertised as an oversized hoodie. Got it in green. I'm feeling the green at the moment, as you'll see from another jumper I have coming up soon. I think this will be fine. It's just a really nice zip-up hoodie. Perfect for training. And yeah, that's kind of what I was after. Something that looks nice and warm, really good quality, eco-friendly fabrics. Don't really care. It's got something on the front of it. Sticking on the active wear, I have two crop tops, like sports bra tops. These are always things I struggle with. I don't tend to buy things like this from H&M. I usually get them from like My Protein, something like that is where I normally get my fitness stuff from. But this one had good reviews. It looks nice, and this is part of their Conscious range as well. Yeah, 80% recycled polyester. So yeah, this is a high impact one. I got this in a large, I think. These are always tricky because you just never know what body type they're based around. I don't have a particularly large chesticle area, but God, stick to what you know, Lucy. Don't start doing fashion vlogs. So this is just like a regular sports bra, but it has at the back like quite a sturdy one of these clippy things. That's probably going to cause me issues, but at least it's got 3 adjustments. We'll see. I'll try it on later. I'm going to the gym later. Fingers crossed. It has padding. Can you remove the padding? Yes, you can. I'm not a big fan of the padding. I always find that it moves around and then you end up with odd shapes. This is just a regular one. It hasn't got any clips at the back. I love the colour. I hope this fits me because I really like colour. I've got such a broad back that sometimes I need a medium in certain areas and a large in like around the band. Such a complicated body shape. But that colour is to die for. I'm all about this colour. I love colour at the moment. I love colour generally, but yeah, I hope that fits me. Then the last piece, which I've been really looking forward to getting, hope it fits, is a green sweater jumper. Again, got this in a large. Always get my sweatshirts in a large, basically, from them. There's a lot more crop than I thought. I'm gonna have to try it on again. I got this basically for spring, and coming into spring I want to wear it with jeans and tuck the front in a bit, so it's a bit more cropped than I thought, but it's hard to tell on my body. I really love the colour. Really like it. So it's just quite thin but really soft material, and this is 52% recycled polyester. Maybe they're making all their stuff now with a bit more recycled stuff, I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to try that on later. And that is all I've got from H&M at the moment, so I will let you know after lunch. Always a good time to try on clothes after lunch. I'm having a light lunch. I am going to Tesco's after lunch, and then I'm going to the gym to train legs, so I'm definitely going to see if I can wear one of my new sports bras and potentially the jumper. We'll see. Now we eat. Hi guys, it is Tuesday and it's 15th February and it's Eden Project Day. It's absolutely pouring rain. What a lovely time to drive. It's about 40 to 45 minutes from here. It's 10 o'clock now, so I should get there for roughly 11, give or take. But yeah, I am going in the delivery entrance. The only thing I'm nervous about is that I know there's a couple of security barriers, and I just need to make sure I know where I'm going and where the reception is, but I'm sure it'll all become really clear when I get there. So I'm going to do that. I've got a couple of podcasts to listen to on the way, and yeah, this is it. I've got 3 boxes to drop off, which doesn't sound like a lot. They're fairly big boxes, but you get a lot of stationery in 3 boxes. So I thought I'd take you with me. I doubt there's going to be a lot to see, but I'm just documenting. And on Facebook this morning, the memory from 6 years ago was a visit to the Eden Project. So it feels like full circle, really. And if you'd have told me 6 years ago that I would have a business, but also have a business that is going to be in the Eden Project gift shop, which is my favourite gift shop ever, I wouldn't have believed you. So I'm going to get my podcast sorted out, get my Google Maps on, because I know how to get to Eden, and I'm not sure of the other entrance, because you've got to go right the way round the domes and out to the other side, like the road that goes around the edge. So yeah, let's go. I can't film any of the journey, obviously, because I can't hold this camera in the air, but don't have any posh technology like GoPros, so I'll see how I feel when I get there, and if I remember to pick up the camera, I will. Let's go. All the stuff has been dropped off, guys. I didn't manage to vlog it. It was absolutely pissing it down with rain, and I pulled in and I wasn't quite sure where I was going, so I had to just I I had to just find my way, drop it off and get back in the car. Also the A30, whoops, the A30 is shut on the way home, so I need to re-navigate myself. I've just got a little iced coffee in Asda for the journey home, and I'm gonna head back now. Hi guys, it's Wednesday now, the day after the big Eden drop-off here with my plant babies. Just about to start doing some clay. I've got a lot of clay to do. I'll pop a little clip over the top of me talking. I've done some pieces that I'm calling the I Am collection, which are I Am affirmations. They sort of speak for themselves. Then I'm starting today a few You Are pieces, so like you are beautiful, you're kind, you're worthy, all of those things. Then I've got some basic pieces like the little trinkets that say love you or you can. I'm doing a few of those, and then a couple of plain things as well. So I've got a couple of blocks of clay. I've got about 5 of these left. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I am going to use this is how I make my little tiny trinket dishes. I've got these old Nutella glasses, which I actually use for glasses, but I make a little round circle, lay it over here, and then when it's about 30-40% dry, I peel it off here with the cling film. Then I compress my little letters into it, because that's a perfect consistency. Then I've learned that if you do it too wet, it just all looks really messy. So that's the plan. Let's make some clay. Hi guys, it's basically been almost a week since I last spoke to you. Today's Tuesday, so it's a week ago today that you came with me, albeit very boringly, in the car to Eden Project, and I spoke to you on Wednesday last week about clay. So here we are, almost a week later. I've just curled my hair, so it's looking a little bit mental. I need to brush it. But this morning, I've been doing some work on a bee box project, which I told you about in the last vlog. I don't know if you mentioned it in this vlog. I'm going to catch you up on that in a second. The first thing I'm going to do this morning is to catch up with some training. I'm doing, I think I've mentioned before, I'm doing the Paul Mort Unstoppable 28, so 28-day training. It's all about mindset, positivity, kind of moving yourself forward in your mind when you feel stuck. So I've got training to watch. There's one training a week for 4 weeks, and then there's one live Q&A every week, plus sort of homework and bits and pieces, and so far it's been really good. And so I'm just going to do that training, so mission 3, week 3. Then I'm going to work on my bee box, which I will catch you up on in a second. So I'm going to dip into that training, and then I'll show you the bee box. With the bee box, I have almost finished my bee drawing. I have to pop a little stalk on the daisy that I've drawn, and also do some kind of stuff in the background. Last night I mocked up a card that I want to include in the box, and yeah, I just need to work out some finer details around that, but I'll get back to you on that in a little bit. First of all, I'm going to log on to my training and listen to that. As promised then, here is a look at the bee so far. So I've used a couple of reference images for him, which I'll show you. Let me just pop one on the screen. So this one, there you go, I've used as a reference image. So, and then obviously the flower that he's on as well. So that all comes from an image there. But yeah, that's how he's looking at the moment, and obviously I've got to add on the flower. So I'm planning on doing him as a print, not with a purple background, that's just so I could see all like the white and stuff, but also in the box I wanted to do a card, or maybe 2, and I had this idea for doing this kind of like honeycomb pattern. This is all just sketchy at the moment, other than the bee obviously, but the honeycomb pattern just like fades in underneath the bee and the text and then comes back in. I'm just about to have a look through here. These are my paper samples that I use through printed. So I'm going to just find a couple of cardstocks I like and see, but I think recycled would be great, especially given the topic of it as well. But I'm just going to find it and have a look. After a long time and a lot of requests, I thought I would pop in a little office tour in this vlog. I've tidied up a little bit, but mostly I've just kind of left it as it is, just because that's how it's a living working space. And there is a lot of stuff in here, so let's get started. Excuse the lighting, it's literally been hailing and then sunning and sunning. So yeah, this is the view. There's a lot of stuff in here, but then it's a stock based business, so there's a lot to fit in here. But the best thing that I did is getting these shelves from IKEA. You can add and add and add and add to them, so if I wanted to eventually I could bring them around the corner. You can get little corner bits, you can get extra shelves, you can get cupboards for them. There's so many things you can do with these, so that's why I got them, because you can keep adding to them. And I actually like that bare wood effect. Obviously I could paint them, but I kind of just like them as they are. So let's start here. In fact, let's start with this side of the room. So this side of the room also works as Gizmo's kitchen. She's got a little bed on my desk there as well. Let me come around this way. So this is obviously, oh, kicks the lamp. This is obviously my main working desk, if you like, and this is just like a little nice cozy corner for me. So at the top here I have my shelf, which I put up just for knickknacks, and I wanted it to look kind of cute. I have the hand and palm print that says "fuck's sake" at the top, which I love so much. And then I've got a couple of things that sort of like mean a little bit to me at the top here. I've got some little Lego things, which I love, a couple of plants. This is a pot that I made, and a couple of little toy things. I sewed him. He's called Jeffrey, the dog with the big nose at the back. Sewed him. He came in a little box that we got in Cornwall years and years and years and years ago. And my old dog Bob, who's no longer with us, but I love that photo of him. So yeah, I love that shelf. It's just a little happy shelf really. And as we come down, as you can see, I've got my wall planner, which I've barely written on. I need to plan stuff out. It's all in my diary. I need to put it on there. Still haven't gotten around to that. And then I've got my little vision board here, which, hey, it's kind of personal, but there's nothing on there that I wouldn't want anyone to see. So yeah, that's my vision board there. That's above where I work, so that I can see that all the time. And then onto my desk, yeah, I've got my little statue here, which is meant to bring prosperity. So got him there, and then 1,000,001 post-it notes and things to remember. I've been working on the bee box, so I've got a little print of the card idea that I've got on my desk. And then I've got this, which Joe got me, which is a little Bluetooth speaker, and it's got some really cool little screensaver things going on there. I'll link this down below actually, because it's really cute, and the speaker's really, really good. It's got some little games on it and just does its own like little screen, and then it will show you the date and time, and you can set artwork onto it. It's a Devoom Ditu, I think that's what it's called. My notice board, which I've had for donkey's years now, is just covered in a whole load of things. Inspiration, and leads to things, because I tend to lose things. This postcard I got in Tesco's, and I love it. It's so cute. Yeah, and then I've got Emily Harvey's printables to track your sales. So in January I did 51 sales, February 26, and then obviously we're not in March yet. Okay, and then these drawers here are from, in fact, every bit of furniture basically in here is from IKEA, except for this chair, which I wouldn't recommend. It's not very comfortable, but it's from Argos. Everything else is from IKEA. These Alex drawers I can't live without. I've got the larger versions as well, and in these drawers basically it's a shit show. I've got stationery galore in there, paper, and like, oh no, this is my so these are seconds of things that I've used to photograph with, and I keep them because I'll just use them in there. Paper and sketchbooks, watercolour paper, a whole load of stuff that I use for photos, and also these random little cork sticker things that I'm going to use on the bottom of coasters that I'm making, and then all tech stuff and odds and ends. I can't be bothered to pull that out, it's just full of crap. Pretend that isn't there. Okay, over this side, this poster I've had for ages. I can't even remember. I mean, I must have had that for over 10 years, but I can't remember where I got that from, but I love it, and it comes everywhere. And then onto my stock, so basically speaks for itself really. This is all of the stock that I hold. Obviously with what I do, I end up sometimes having a fair amount of stock, which sometimes I look at this stock here and I think, oh my god, I've got so much that I'm probably gonna get left with, and I think, no, that is not the attitude. You're not going to get left with it, it's going to be fine. But because of my minimum order quantity, so things like notebooks and stuff, you know, I'm ordering, but I can order 25, but it's really expensive, so I order 50 of things, and that's why I end up with shelves that look like this, and then I panic a bit and then it's okay. So at the moment I've just done a massive restock, so everything's quite full. I have a printer there, which is just a really, honestly, not very good printer. I need to change my printer situation. And then I just have this pile of stuff here. So Boxes that come in that I get deliveries in I keep, because then I often will reuse them, so I kind of store those there. Counting stuff and odds and ends down there, but basically up here, old planners, scraps of paper, printouts of things that I've tried. I will use that for something else and print on the other side of it, so I keep all of that there. It's not a very tidy section, but there's just no way of making this look tidy, honestly, guys. And then at the top here I've got more stock, wrapping paper, and then boxes, obviously, and just more stock really. And I keep my cards in these little IKEA boxes. If you watched my vlog, not the one before, but the one before that, the Christmas time kind of vlogs, I bought all this from IKEA at the same time, and these little boxes are just really, really handy. And I just store all of my cards in here, and I just separate them out by putting one of them along like that, so you can see the differences. I still love this card. Hip hip hooray, it's your birthday today. I still love that card, and this one is one of my favourites. Oh, and the thank you card. This little collection I did, I just love. Really pleased with that. One of my best selling cards of all time on Etsy. Sell these all the time. Yeah, and Fairy Cats stuff along there as well. And yeah, over this end of things it gets a bit complicated again. So at the top, all of my paintbrushes. There's some downstairs because I'm painting clay at the moment. It's really hard to squeeze behind here, but these are boxes that are just empty and just wrapped up that I use for photos. Little golden pathos, little pencil pot that I made, one of my first little clay adventures. And then over here, if you've been watching my Instagram, you'll know that I'm doing a bee box, and these are the seed balls that are going into it and the little inserts that go with those. And this is a little card that I got in the Duchy of Cornwall nursery by Brie Harrison, I think her name's Brie Harrison, and along with this little guy here, actually needs watering, got to sort him out. And then just odds and ends really. I've got these clay tools. I keep just like random plasticky bits and bobs because I use them for everything, like water, paint, clay, random things of white pastels that you do. And then on this shelf here I have ribbons and twines. Are we too bright now? Yeah, ribbons and twines and stuff in that box. And then I have an envelope here of stickers. When I ordered stickers in the past and I've got extras, I put them in the envelope and then I give them free with orders. And then I have random bits of blue tack for photos and stuff, sewing kit, my stamp that I use on the boxes, which has got my Leaf Lane Studio logo and stuff on. And then this little section here of business cards and cards that go in things. If you're a customer of mine, you'll recognise some of this. This is my new business card, which I did show in a vlog, but you may not have seen. It's made out of old t-shirt fabric, and I got it from Moo. I love it. And then going down to the next shelf, all packing stuff. So paper tape. In here is the green paper that I used in my advent calendars, which I'm now using up in orders, shredded paper. I have a basket of washi tapes, mine and other people's, that I use for packing things. All of these kinds of bags, stickers, some publications that I've been in, like Wed Magazine. In here actually, I've got to frame these. I'll show you these quick. These are my friend Helena's prints. She lives in Devon, and her business is called Copperberry Studio, and she's on Instagram. I think she's working on her website at the moment, but yeah, this is Lynmouth where she lives, and it's beautiful. And obviously Exmoor is nearby. Well, she was part, I think Lynmouth is part of Exmoor, isn't it? I don't know, maybe I've got that wrong, Helena can tell me. But yeah, keep your eye on her business, because she's also got tea towels, which I do have here, but I don't want to open them all up. I'm trying to keep these safe because I want to kind of utilise them soon. I also want to frame these prints, so I can't get those back in there without damaging them. So yeah, and then down the bottom, all clay stuff. Little clay tub. This is a box of seconds in here. And then here is just like brown paper, big sheets of paper, easels, more portfolios, tubes that I can reuse, anything that I basically can reuse, cutting mats, like all that stuff. And finally, this desk. yeah, another IKEA desk with adjustable height. And if you watched a recent vlog, you'll know that I did this little washing line of tissue paper underneath so that I can pre-cut the shapes and sizes that I need for my boxes. And this has been working really, really nicely and saves me a lot of time. But just every now and again, obviously I have to restock that, and actually that needs, you can see there's a gap there, that needs restocking. Down this end of the desk, I recently put my painting materials just in terms of like actual paint, because they were kind of getting in the way on the shelves and kept falling over. So I've got some acrylics, my new acrylic gouache which I'm about to use on my clay pieces, some reference books I use for like wildflowers, birds, crystals, more paints in there, old pieces of artwork in there, so from collections I've made previously, like the elements of those will be in here, gouache paints, envelopes, cutting mat, this watercolour palette which I love. It's a Japanese watercolour palette and I just, well loved, well used, love that so much. And then yeah, my favourite watercolour is the Winsor & Newton Cotman range. I have these which are the professional range, but I actually prefer these which are cheaper. These are the Cotman, these are the professional. Underneath this side of the desk I have basically any scraps of bubble wrap or anything that arrives here as for a delivery that I can reuse. I'll stuff down here and use it. This is mine, a scrap of this recyclable, basically it's like a new Fandangle kind of bubble wrap, but it's not bubbles, but yeah, and I have bubble wrap down there. So if you ever get a thing from me that has bubble wrap, know that I've recycled that, it's come from another parcel. And then under here I've got another set of Alex straws. You may have seen me put these together in a previous vlog, and these are really, really useful. This is again full of all sorts of packaging bits and pieces. So I have my Jiffy envelopes here, boxes, then my A5 boxes and my envelopes that I tend to pre-stamp where I can. And then the next one down, plenty more envelopes, some with the Sweary Cats thing already stamped on, some with Leaf Lane Studio and some plain, just to make life a bit quicker when I'm packing things. And then this one, as you can see, I haven't tidied this one recently. This is when I was doing my Eden project order and I just was grabbing stuff really quick. But these are all the belly bands that I used for my Eden project stuff, and that I'm replacing cello bags. Even though I use recyclable or biodegradable cellos, I want to try and use these instead where I can. More cellos again, these are the compostable ones. Random scraps of ribbon that I can use at some point, random bits of cardboard that I've saved that I can definitely use, and different sizes of box. In here is Leaf Lane Studio old, all the wedding stuff from when I was doing wedding stationery. I'm not ready to let it go yet, not ready to let it go, but I just, yeah, I spent a lot of money on wedding stationery, and it came, basically I just started to build it up when COVID came along, so there's that. And then at the bottom here, this is, at the bottom here, this is just old sketchbooks, old journals, old bullet journals, old prints. This one's from 2010 and I still love it. I did sell some of these because I had quite a few, and yeah, just some old card and stuff. At the moment, this is serving pretty well. There is always room for change in here. It's one of those spaces where, you know, you've got to live and work in it and see how it goes, but it is not very exciting, but it's very functional, so there you go. We are heading out this morning, me and you, to, I think I'm going to sneeze. We're heading out this morning to Brentor Church, which is about 20-25 minutes from here. I just fancied a walk. The sun's out, it's feeling quite warm, it's very wet on the ground. There's a little church on top of a hill, and that's where we're heading, and I think there's a little car park at the bottom. So let's go on an adventure. I just got here, guys, and it's so quiet. I can hear a plane, that's it. A little update on my clay pieces, guys. I have basically finished with the base coat on all of these except for the coasters. I'm just about to finish priming these now, and I'm just having an experiment. I did this little ring tray for myself. I haven't finished it yet, but I got this gold paint pen. I've been looking for one that's not yellow, like really yellowy gold, and like a proper nice gold shade, and I think I found it because this is just really basic. I just wanted something to put next to the bed, and I was just experimenting a little bit with stuff with the clay. So I haven't finished it yet because I haven't tidied up the edges, but I've put the gold sort of around the edge and then into the centre, obviously on the letters. And I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to use gold on the quotes in these pieces or not, or the, you know, the wording on these pieces. I'm not sure. I've started painting some things. So basically I'm going for some things that are more neutral and some things that are more colourful. The majority of it's going to be the more neutral, leafy kind of stuff. So I've got this, which I'm going to put a gold little rim around, and then it'll just be cream underneath. And that's going to have a couple of little specks of gold in it as well. Then that's done. This one is going to have gold around the edge. I'm really happy with how this come out. I think the sagey colour and the green sage colour and the gold have come out really nicely together. Guys, I can't talk properly. We've had a bad night with Gizmo, very tired. She was a little shit bag. This one's obviously on its way, it needs the details added on, but this is the one that's going to be a second actually, because this is why I ended up doing it first and painting it, because I wanted to see how the paint would sit. So this is actually going to be cheaper because it's got a wobble and it's got a few little, well, they all have a few kind of dents and things because they were all literally made by hand. I don't mould these at all, create them all by hand. So this one is just a little bit more worse for wear. It's still absolutely fine, it's just got a little bit more of a wobble than I would like. So yeah, that's going to be finished and that's almost there. Obviously these things are, hello tea, this is not ready yet. Some coasters are not even primed, they're primed but they're not primed with the creamy tone that I'm using. And then some of these things, as dodgy as they may look, I was actually just experimenting with. So let me just take a ring off. I was going to make, oh, hang on, I was making these little ring stands, and I thought, you know, when you make them they look dodgy as hell, but actually when they're decorated I think they'll look less dodgy. And then this side over here I've started painting. Again, this is another second. I started with the second. You can see that this clay had a little Oh, it's not focusing, obviously. This one had a little creasy issue. It got stuck on the paper that I laid it on this waxy paper, but for some reason it got kind of stuck and it pulled the clay into slightly banana shape. But still will be perfectly fine for like holding glasses, a pen, whatever, but just, yeah, that'll be a second as well. But I want to sell it because I think I'd still use that, you know, and the same with this one, had a similar kind of thing going on. And I just started to experiment with the paint on the seconds because I wanted to make sure that it would sit right and flow right and all of those things. So these are all like work in progress, and then these ones are the ones that are just in need of varnishing. I Am Kind, and I love how the letters are slightly skew. I kind of like that, that's sort of the look I'm going for. So this is a sagey green one, I think I've already shown you, but I love that one. And then I've got these, which are the Brighter Gang, and I'm going to have a few more added to this. So a couple with the little drawings, little illustrations in, little paintings, and they've all got the matching speckles inside, so you can see that. And this little Joy one here, yeah, really happy with this little gang of bright ones as well. Hello guys, it's Saturday today, and it's the 4th. It's the 5th of March. I am working my backside off and trying to get these clay pieces finished. I am launching them on the 12th of March, and with my bee box as well, which is also on the 12th, because I'm going to a funeral on the 18th over in Surrey way, and I'm staying with my mum to decorate their house. So that's all moved because of the funeral. That's all had to move closer this way. So I had to put a date down for the launch of the 12th, and then I've got a few days to obviously do the bulk of the launch orders, and then I'm going to have to take stock with me. It's going to be an interesting time. It's going to be quite a stressful time, but it's got to be done. I don't want to shut the shop because it's Mother's Day and I've got things that I want to sell for Mother's Day, so I'm just going to have to go with it. This morning I received 2 things for the bee box. I was expecting 3. From Printed, I ordered my cards and my print. They said they were dispatched coming together, just the cards arrived, no print. I checked my account, it says the print was with this stuff, so I sent them a message, but they're not available on Saturdays. Printed are always really good customer service, so I'm not worried, and I know that if there's been a mistake, it'll be all rectified before next Saturday. Also, I got the Save the Bee pencils from my suppliers, manufacturers, so they are here as well. So I'll show you those in a minute. I'm downstairs, they're upstairs. So that means all I'm waiting for is the print and the little A6 notebooks. I don't know if I've shown you on here. I'll have to show you. Little A6, they're sort of to-do lists actually. So I'll have to show you those. But yeah, I'm getting there with the clay. I've got loads of it on the side there behind me. And then I've got all these bits here. I'm working at the moment on just finishing the little, let's get myself in focus here, finishing the little ring stands, which are kind of coming along. They just all need a little bit more detail, and then obviously varnishing. Everything needs varnishing. So we're getting there, but just feeling a bit stressed because I've got a lot to do, and I need to edit a vlog and all of these different things I've got to do. So just gonna crack on. I'll try and remember to show you my bee stuff when I go back upstairs. Right guys, as promised earlier on, I said I'd show you my bee cards and things that I got through the post. So these, obviously I've got to wrap them up and put them with their envelopes and stuff. But these I got done on a textured card and I love it. I was going to get the print done on this card, but apparently I can get a bit more detail out on the print if I go smoother. So that's what I've done for the print. But yeah, for the card, I think it looks really cute. I'm really happy with the simplicity of it, and just that you can really focus on the bee. I think if there's too much more going on in terms of colour, you'd sort of lose that. And then I've also got these pencils, which I'm going to have to focus for you. Hang on one second. There you go. So these just say Save the Bees. So that's going in the box as well. I also got, where is it? Over there, some yellow tissue paper to wrap the boxes up with. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. I think I'm going to end the vlog here, guys. So today is Sunday. I have the biggest to-do list ever for this week. It's launch week, so launching on Saturday. I want to get this vlog up so that you guys can actually see something before I launch it, because I always have this habit of waiting. So I'm going to try and get this up. I'm also going, I don't know if I mentioned this already, maybe I have. I'm also going to my mum's around the 17th, so I'm launching on the 12th. I'm going to hopefully sell quite a few bits before I go on the 17th, but I'm going to take a mini version of the shop with me. if somebody orders something and I don't have it with me, I'm going to have to just be honest and give them the option to wait or whatever. But I'm going to try and spread that word a little bit before the launch so people are aware that I'm going away. I am, like I say, going to take some things with me, but March is going to be a heavy old month. Yeah, I'm going to end this one here. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. I think I've got quite a lot of footage. I'm going to have to trawl through that. Got a lot to do, but right now I'm going to pack some orders and then I've got to get going on varnishing my clay. So you don't need to see that, that's really boring, just watching me varnish clay. You've seen a lot of the clay. If you want to see more of the clay before it launches on Saturday the 12th at 10 AM along with the B-Box, make sure you jump onto Instagram on Friday the 11th, and I think I'm going to do around 7 PM, 7 or 7:30, keep an eye on my Instagram, and I'm going to go through all of the individual pieces of clay so you can see them. But in the meantime, I've got a ton of work to do because I've got to photograph and list all of those pieces. So I have my work cut out for me. I have a lot to do. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you could hit the subscribe button on your way out if you enjoy the content. I know it's not always been as regular as I'd like. There's been a lot going on. Yeah, please hit the like button because that really helps too. All I want is to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's so difficult, man. It's so hard. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Take lots of care, and I will see you for the launch on the 12th of March at 10 AM on newthingstudio.com. Bye guys.